Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JR. You are checking out the Sport Brief. That's right, I'm in Yankee Stadium. That's right, they're batting helmets behind me. If you didn't know that, here, look at the helmet. Yeah, those are helmets, but I'm not going to keep you too long. Here, I'm going to flip it to this. Watch this. Isn't it cool how I can go from the Yankees dugout to my own personal dugout? I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm sure you see the title of the video. Enough of Derek Jeter. And no, this is not going to be anything disparaging towards Derek Jeter. I am not a Derek Jeter hater. For background, but I'm going to preface everything by saying this. I've been watching the Yankees since Don Mattingly. No, that's not a long time to some of you. To some of you others, maybe it is. I remember Don Mattingly was one of the few reasons to watch the Yankees. And then, you know, the guy had a bad back. And then by the time the Yankees was something, Derek Jeter was almost just about called up. Played like a few games, 95. Played all year, 96. And we know what happened from there. I love watching the man play. The man plays baseball. He just goes out. He does his job. He doesn't talk. He's not on Twitter. He's not getting arrested. He may be hooking up with girls and doing all type of freaky stuff, but that's besides the point. When he gets to Yankee Stadium, the man is doing his job. And you generally hear little else about what's going on outside of it. But you know what? We all know recently we had to deal with Derek Jeter's hit streak. Not necessarily, not his hit streak, but the fact that he passed Lou Gehrig at the number 27-21 for all-time Yankee hits. And we had to string it along, and we had to hear about the history of Derek Jeter and newspaper articles bringing back from 95, and we got to hear scouts talk about watching him in 1992. You know what? I understand people have stories to write and it's of some interest, but stuff like that gets old. And I'm kind of glad that now that we have other things to talk about, and that's underneath the bridge. You know what? Now guys are fighting and Blue Jays are killing each other and scratching Yankees and punching Joe Girardi. By the way, I don't think anybody should take Joe Girardi in a fight. I think he could take on almost any player out there. But anyway, I'm glad we're past the Derek Jeter hit streak thing. You know why? Because now we can focus on what's important, the World Series. I was in a press conference yesterday, and all guys with Mariano Rivera, and all guys wanted to ask Mariano was, so what are you going to do when your contract expires? So what about how you feel about the Cy Young? What you going to do? You going to go fishing? You going to open another restaurant in New Rochelle? And Mariano Rivera, and he's similar to Derek Jeter in this is, I don't care. Let's just go out and let's go win a World Series. That's what I care about. I'm pretty sure Derek Jeter recognizes and appreciates all his personal accolades, but when you break it down, I'm glad the guy just wants to go out and win a World Series. Because you know what? I could clap when Derek Jeter gets 27-22, but I clap even harder and I jump up and down and jump through the ceiling when the Yankees win a World Series. And I'm sure Jeter appreciates all his accolades, but I'm much more happier that he says, let's just go win a World Series. And that's what separates him from everybody else. So I'm glad the milestone is passed. I'm glad the talk about it has subsided. And I hope now that the Yankees steamroll everybody on their way to a world championship. So please, enough about Derek Jeter. Oh, and we're going to hear more about him. And this is a little foresight for you guys. Next year is the last year of Derek Jeter's contract with the Yankees. Guess what? By the end of next year, Derek Jeter will probably be, barring injury, a few hits away from 3,000. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, Derek Jeter, you know, you're getting old, and what position you going to play? Well, guess what? I predict after the 2010 season, barring injury, that we see one of the greatest, it may not even get to that point, but it has potential. The Yankees are handcuffed. Derek Jeter has them just like this. You see, this is my fist. Just like that. Because if you think the New York Yankees going to let that man walk away without getting 3,000 hits in their uniform and looking good and the first guy to do it for them, no. But you won't hear Derek Jeter talk about it. You heard it right here on JRSportBrief first. And by the way, everybody talks about Derek Jeter is he real serious and he doesn't care. Here, look at this clip. See, Derek Jeter, he can have a little bit of fun too. And on that note, I'm out of here. Please, enough about Derek Jeter and all his accolades. Hopefully, we don't have to hear nothing else until 3,000 hits. Hopefully, we have at least 2 World Series between then. This is JR. Hit me up, JRSportBrief@gmail.com. I am out. Peace.